While the humans danced and celebrated, only you knew what was really happening. That night in the palace, you wake up in a quiet corner of Cleopatra's palace. Sunlight streams through tall windows, reflecting off tapestries and golden objects. The scent of exotic flowers, perfumes, and spices fills the air. You are no ordinary cat. At the heart of Cleopatra's palace, your every step is watched. Your every movement carries history. It is said that cats were spiritual guardians, that they could sense the divine, and that some carried the souls of ancient kings and queens. You are one of them. You stretch elegantly, leaping from a rug to a balcony, feeling the texture of fabrics and wood. You watch servants rushing past, children running, and other cats of the court. You notice mysterious symbols on the walls, hieroglyphs, statues of Bastet, while your feline senses pick up something unusual. In ancient Egypt, killing a cat was a capital crime. They were venerated, protected by law, and associated with the protection of the royal family and Cleopatra herself. Some believed that cats carried fragments of the souls of gods and pharaohs. As you cross a silent corridor, you feel a different energy. The sounds of drums, chanting, and rhythmic footsteps echo in the distance. A beam of light illuminates the central hall, and you notice preparations for the great queen's famous religious ceremony, a ritual dedicated to the sacred cats of Egypt. And you will be part of that ceremony. It will be a unique opportunity to absorb mystical abilities, learn ancestral secrets, and discover the powers that the cats of the court might possess. Something extraordinary is about to happen, and you would not want to miss it. You leave the palace and walk through sunlit corridors. Other cats of the court pass by you, each with their own rhythm and mysteries. In the gardens, you watch servants hurrying with jars and baskets. Barefoot children run and laugh. As you explore, the sounds and symbols of the ancient Egyptian language catch your attention. Strange sounds echo through the streets, unlike anything you have ever known. You observe the temples dedicated to Bastet, the goddess with the head of a cat. Small statues of gold and stone reflect the sunlight, and you notice the reverence that humans hold for these places. Cats here are not mere animals. They are bearers of secrets, capable of touching the divine, absorbing fragments of ancient souls, and walking between the human world and the mystical. As you approach a bustling square, the sounds of drums and chanting begin to echo in the distance. A great procession crosses the Nile, with thousands of people singing and dancing in honor of Bastet. Women shake sistrums, the sacred rattle, and there are accounts of wine flowing abundantly, reflecting the joy of the festival. And you are about to take part in this sacred tradition. The path leads you to a secret garden. The fragrance of flowers and incense signals the presence of the queen, and other cats of the court move silently, almost reverently. You sense something different in the air, an energy that only sensitive felines can perceive. And then you see her, Cleopatra, standing with her back to you, adjusting ornaments and gazing at symbols carved into the temple walls. You approach cautiously, sniffing the air, alert to every sound and movement. Cleopatra notices your presence. A faint smile curves her lips, and a gentle gesture suggests she has been expecting you. Words murmured in hieroglyphs or ancient Aramaic echo through the air. In this moment, you realize you are not merely an animal. You are part of something greater. She runs her hand lightly over you, and you walk beside her, absorbing the aura of power and mystery that surrounds her. Everything around you, symbols, chanting, drums, perfumes, prepares you for something extraordinary. You are in the right place to take part in the famous ritual. The queen leads the devotees and sacred cats, and the tension rises. The other cats move with grace and reverence, following the queen's steps, but you sense something different. An ancient energy courses through the space, almost tangible. Your gaze fixes on symbols carved into the walls. Cleopatra moves with serenity. You feel that she notices your presence with an energy that bridges the space between you. There is a moment of silence that lasts an eternity. It is the goddess Bastet transmitting knowledge and protection. A current of energy envelops your body. You feel your weight lessening and, without touching the ground, you begin to levitate gently. Your fur stands on end and your form shifts, more imposing, elegant, and majestic, with a bearing that radiates grace and serenity. Your eyes glow with a hypnotic gaze, capable of capturing the attention of all around you. The air vibrates, and something within you changes profoundly. Your feline senses perceive things that were previously hidden. The scent of ritual perfumes reveals intentions. The sound of chanting conveys emotions. And the symbols on the wall tell stories that no one else can read. You realize you are no longer merely an observer, but an intermediary between the human world and the divine. The transformation is complete. You have received not only knowledge, but also a presence that commands respect and fascination. The ritual ends. Now transformed and imbued with spiritual powers, watch Cleopatra closely. Rumors had already begun to spread, whispers that the queen's fate was sealed. Months later, Cleopatra dies in Alexandria, surrounded by loyal handmaidens. Her end marked by mystery and intrigue. The human world mourns the loss of a powerful leader, but you know something no one else could understand. The queen lives on in memory and in the spirit you carry. Through the years, you pass your experience on to future generations of cats. Secrets that only felines could comprehend and keep. Memories that traverse centuries. Egypt changes, empires fall and rise, but you remain. A living link between past and present, continuing to carry the queen's energy, the protection of the goddess Bastet, and the magic that only a few can perceive. And so your story does not end with the fall of a kingdom or the death of a queen, but with the silent immortality of a cat, guardian of secrets mystical and eternal, whose eyes have witnessed more than any human could ever dream.